Well, hey there everybody, Aaron here. Welcome to another teaser video over here at Gideon's Tactical. Today, I'm going to whet your whistle and your appetite for a knife I think a lot of you are going to be really excited to see not only in action, but get your hands on yourself. This is the Tops Knives Overlander 2. Now this is a tweak and a slight modification over their original Overlander, and that knife I was always really interested in, and just for the sake of time and other reviews, I just never got my hands on it, and I was able to get my hands on the Overlander 2 as soon as it started production, and I was very excited to, and I got to tell you, I'm really pumped to do the full field test and review for you guys coming up here once I've gotten a chance to really get out there and thump on this thing for several, treks, and really get out there and use and abuse this blade, because I think this is really going to fit a niche for a lot of people. Let me give you a couple basic specs here real quick, and then we'll talk about what they've tweaked real fast in this quick teaser. Is what we have, when I bust out the tape measure here, is an overall length from tip to the rear end of 8 1/4 inches long, and you're going to have a total cutting edge of 3 1/2 inches, and then a total blade length from the tip to the handle scales, where the handle scales start, of 4 inches. It is going to weigh in at about 6 1/2 ounces naked. Then in the sheath, it's going to weigh right around 8 1/2 ounces. So very lightweight. It's made out of 1095 high carbon steel with a black traction coating and canvas micarta handle scales, and it is 3/16 of an inch thick. You got those really nice red liners that really help it pop there. And then you got that nice kydex sheath. So those are just some of the basic specs for you. From everything that I've seen that they've kind of tweaked here on this knife is, first off, that they've put the black traction coating over the gray that they had on the original. Then they've done a lot of modifications with the handle. They first off have put in Phillips head screwdrivers, which I like a lot. I always have a multi-tool with me with a Phillips head screwdriver. I don't always have, a hex head driver to, tighten down my handle scales in case they ever got loosened or whatever. This allows me to do field stripping and field cleaning and field maintaining of this knife. I like that a lot, to add these, Phillips head screwdrivers, big plus. Then they basically milled down the handle and gave you some very similar handle to what you find on the Tops Hog that we've previously reviewed here on the channel. You can see there's got the little grooves in there, kind of hills around the Phillips head screwdrivers, and then kind of valleys in between, and that lends for an extremely ergonomic feel in your hand. I wear large size gloves. You can see there I got tons of room to spare there. Very nice. And they add this extra set of jimping, which in my opinion, just being honest, not needed at all. It doesn't hurt the knife at all. It doesn't give you any hot spot, but even when I'm holding it in a reverse grip, there's really there's no need for that jimping there. It's just kind of an aesthetic flair in my opinion. Got nice jimping right there, and really stout, very reliable, and then the really good kydex sheath that we all know. And honestly, I think for a lot of you, what you're going to see here, and what this basically is, kind of give you a little kind of context here, if I can, is, hey, check that sheath out from Rush Customs. Freaking sweet sheath there. Love that. Tops Bob. This is basically a mini Tops Bob. That's what I'm going to tell you right out of the gate. That's my feeling on it. It's going to be a little bit shorter handle. It's going to be a little bit shorter blade. They're the exact same thickness. They have almost the exact same blade shape, very similar. And I reprofiled the edge slightly. It came with a good edge out of the box, but I always like to fine tune my blades to right around 15 degrees if they are about 6 inches or less. This one came with about a 20-degree grind angle. So I basically removed the secondary bevel and made this into a modified Scandi grind, this Overlander, and that's basically what this field knife, this Bob, is rocking as well. So for a lot of you who are considering and kind of wondering, this is, in my opinion, basically a mini Tops Bob. So just something kind of food for thought there for you in this teaser video, give you some cool perspective, show you a cool sheath. Check out Rush Customs as well. Make some awesome aftermarket sheaths for Tops knives and all other types of knives as well. So guys, that is the real quick teaser for you. Sooner than later, you will see a full field test after I've been able to get out there and really thrash on this blade, and I'm sure it's going to perform really well, and I know I'm going to be happy with it. I can tell you already. I've already played with it a little bit, done some food prep, done some whittling, and so far so good. Obviously, we're going to really hammer on this thing so that you can see what it's capable of in the full field test coming soon, but I think you guys are going to be really excited to see how this baby performs. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this teaser video on this Overlander 2 from Tops Knives. As always, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe, comment, like, share this video. comment. Love to hear your guys' thoughts on what you think of the Overlander 2 compared to the Overlander and compared to the Tops Bob. And as always, remember to stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.